I tell you, so sometimes I'm a lucky guy to work in this business. You know, meet good people, good songwriters, good performers, whether that be Tommy Swick or the guys from Hanson. Remember these guys? Yeah, 10 years ago, it was number one. It was the song of the summer in 1997. Unbelievable, but true. Today, we have them on the line. The one, the only, Hanson. And from the group, I have the lead singer, lead guy, and middle brother, Taylor Hanson. I understand that you guys are in Toronto right now, right?
We are in Toronto, and in fact, we just arrived, and excited to be back on this side of the border.
I know that you went to Africa, and I certainly want to talk about the Great Divide and your experience there in Sub-Saharan Africa. But tell me how things have been going, you know, promoting this new album and so forth, and where you've been.
Well, it's been, I hate to say it, it's longer than we expected. 3 years since the last record actually released.
Mm-hmm.
And 2006 was really, most of the year was spent making this record. And I think this record, The Walk, which just came out, I think one of the best examples of sort of who we are as a band, all the different influences. We really focused on tracking things as much live in the studio sort of at the same time and creating more of a unified sound. I think by doing that, it really helped sort of draw together all the different things that places we've gone over the last, 10 years, the last 3 records.
It was basically 10 years ago to the week that you guys were sitting on the top of the charts with Bop, and then you go to 2004 where you're saying, you know what, we're on our own, we're going to do what we want to do, as opposed to, being a part of the big marketing machine. What was it like in 2004 to come back, first of all?
Well, I mean, one thing is you're never trying to beat or even meet with Bop and that record. I mean, that was such a rare thing to have happened, but the decision to become independent was really all about not getting away from the traditional mainstream idea outside of the box, but more about maintaining what we've always been, which was guys who were focused on long-term, focused on making records that we believed in, working with people that we felt like were passionate, and focusing on our fans. I mean, the things that we've always done. And, we no longer had a label because the huge conglomerization of all the different companies was happening, and we were moving around from, into rap labels and, people that didn't get this band. So your level of saying this is what we have to sell each time, or tickets we have to sell, we have a different gauge for. This has been, this is success. This is achieving our goal.
Your fans have been emailing our radio station for about a week.
The story of our fans is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of a story in of itself. I'm still blown away by the time that's gone by and the level of enthusiasm. And the focus we've always had was, this is about a connection, this is about an experience, whether it's a live show, a record, somebody signing up for your fan club. We have been lucky that we've had a whole generation that's been the first generation to grow up with computers and cell phones and being able to connect with each other.
Adele from the UK emailed me and wanted to ask you this question. Live shows are always buzzing. How do they wind down afterwards? What do they do after a live show?
That's a good question. Honestly, I'm a little bit of a kind of an outdoor nut. So, I mean, I usually find my way to the closest outdoor space or rooftop, to be honest, just to get away from the craziness. You kind of like to revel in it for a minute when you've finished a show. You sort of sit back and breathe and soak it up and go, wow, okay, one more night.
Now, I want to talk about the new record, the new single. We're going to do that after the break. Hang on.